Yes, Grandpa, I'm here. But from now on, call me Lynx. Welcome. It's another episode of Tenkiame. Let's see how we are going to spend more of our summer break there. Huh? One day on which there was no work or play planned. Dude, you have another day off? How does it work? When I was relaxing in the room alone, Grandpa came in. Technically, what else can he do? I just like to relax on my days off. As soon as he came inside, he asked me a rude question. No, he didn't. But I wasn't angry because it was unintentional. Yes, I do. What is it? It was annoying. But I was curious. I'd love to get it. Please show me the good stuff. Fireworks. He had a bag in his hands. Oh no. Inside were a lot of fireworks, more than enough for one person. What's this? You bought this? Nice! Elderly neighbors. I could barely remember them. Although we used the word neighbor, it was actually a 30-minute walk to the nearest house. Awesome! Because of that, I didn't know anything about human relationship around here. What on earth does a university student need with fireworks? I mean, set them off? No, I mean, I'm happy, especially I was happy when I was a child. I would have really enjoyed this by then. Compared to you, I am. But rude! But thanks for this. It was an extraordinary amount of fireworks. Upon examination of the contents, it was complete with everything from the standard ones to some unique types. I hadn't done fireworks for several years. Same. I think the last time I properly did fireworks was when I was 14, maybe 15? Then again, I mean, it wasn't any extraordinary. Given that, I mean, it was family New Year and, well, my parents were buying, so, you know, it's not like I had any saying in what to get. Anyway, besides, I don't like the fireworks normal really anymore. I feel like the only good ones are like the professionally prepared. Anyway, sometimes they were fun to do. Fortunately, there were children there, not only me. Huh. Con. The second child appeared with good timing. Child. It was a rare day in that she had gotten up in the morning. These are fireworks. Someone gave them to Grandpa. Ooh. You don't know what they are? Do you? Remember. There is one thing that you got wrong. The sound of them is not enjoyable. It's annoying. Yeah, it's like knowledge straight from the dictionary. In other words, it seemed that she knew the concept but had never actually done them, seen them, heard them. Even though they lived with grandparents, it was very surprising. Was it for... Haven't you ever done fireworks to them, Grandpa?
元は狐だから火花を怖がるんじゃないかと思っての。
Makes sense, makes sense. I mean, animals don't really like louder sounds. That makes sense.
それにわしもばあさんも日が暮れると寝てしまうからな。花火をしてやる機会がなかったわい。
Right.
楽しいの？花火って。
Yeah, they are. Absolutely.
せっかくだから葵と遊んで慣れてみるとええ。綺麗だからミケも気に入ると思うがの。
He said, Mickey, how dare you, Grandpa?
どうやって遊ぶの？おじいさま。
Apparently, Con was interested, as she curiously stared at the mountain of fireworks. How many did he exactly bring? It was too bad that they had never played with them before. On the other hand, aren't you happy that you are the one who is going to show them for the first time the fireworks? Anyway, it was a good time of the year for us to do them. Okay, shall we do them tonight?
夜じゃないと遊べないの？
Technically not really, but it's better, way better. We can do them in the afternoon as well, but maybe they're not as beautiful.
じゃあそういうことなら夜ね。私楽しみにしてるね。
Yeah, you should.
せっかく昼型に生活を変えようとしてたのに一時中断ね。今のうちにたくさん寝ておかなくっちゃ。
Wait. We don't play with them all night, so you don't need to do that.
ミケよ。花火っちゅうのはな、綺麗に燃えてすぐ消えてしまうんじゃ。
そういうものなの？
That's right.
だからこそ美しいものだからの。
とにかく私は普通にしてるね。花火するときは声かけて。
Okay. After that, she returned to the living room with a smile on her face. Whatever it is, the first time is very precious. I wanted to make a good memory out of it.
それじゃあ、あとは任せたぞ、葵。せいぜい楽しく遊んでやってくれ。
Why don't you join us, Grandpa?
わしとばあさんは今日から町内会の旅行があるでな。やりたくてもできんわい。
That guy. I didn't know that.
そりゃ言ってなかったからの。そういうわけで1週間ほど家を空けるが構わんか。
Hey, tell us sooner! And it's fine.
イナとミケともずいぶん仲良くなったようだし、問題ないかと思ってな。ちゃんと面倒見てやってくれ。
He seemed to trust me. Although we only lived together here for a short time, we were getting along well. I said I would take care of them, but nothing changed. Whether Grandma and Grandpa are here or not, nothing changes. I thought. After that, we talked about how I should do the work while he was away. It seemed that I would just keep doing the usual. After we talked, when Grandpa went back to the living room, Shiro came to the room again. No, not again, but she came into the room anyway. Yeah. You heard the rumors and you came here. She told me that she's never done them. You either? I mean, obviously. Right, there are so many here, so we'll enjoy it for quite a while. Her eyes were sparkling. Her tail was wagging. Her ears fluttered. She stared with a smile at those fireworks for the first time in her life. There was a strong resemblance between them, but sometimes I could see that they were sisters. Yeah, I think that you love this rocket, Shiro. Let's light it off and watch it fly. It will be interesting to watch it go powerfully. No, 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 no. At night and not inside.
今じゃダメなの？
As I said, at night. Apart from the time, the location was also terrible. I want to avoid filling up my room with smoke. Or basically setting it on fire. Anyway, I'll take those for a bit.
夜か。待ちきれないよ。
Impatient Shiro was funnier than the fireworks at that moment. Later that night. Not so fast. Strangely, the more we look forward to it, the slower the time passed. It will be particularly suitable for Kon and Shiro being their first time.
まだかな。まだ夜にならないかな。
You just had lunch.
焦ってても仕方ないわね。みんなでトランプでもしよっか。
Okay, but don't you have housework?
だって今日は手につかなそうなんだもん。青が花火は感動的で情熱的で伝統的な日本の遊びだって言うから。なんだかすごいね。
Did I say that? Their expectations steadily increased. If a big fireworks festival is wonderful, would handheld fireworks be anything special? Yeah, that's the problem. I had nothing better to look forward to.
じゃあ早く夜になることを祈りつつ、ババ抜きでもしましょう。
I've never played Old Maid. Until nighttime. It would be a long Old Maid game. While we waited, we killed time by playing cards. Even though they didn't know about fireworks, they knew about playing cards. So Grandpa didn't teach them, actually didn't show them fireworks at all, but he decided, yeah, let's teach the Fox girls some gambling. Just kidding. They knew things that a lot of people don't know and vice versa. What are okay, that's not true. I think everyone knows at least one type of game when it comes to cards. In my case, it would be poker, even if I don't remember much of it anymore. But you know, one look at the rules and I would remember it again. Anyway, that unbalance made them different from ordinary girls. In addition to that... What's wrong, Kon?
もうすぐお客さんが来そうね。
Who?
来るね。
Who? How do you know?
いいからいいから待っててね。
Who's the guest? Huh? They smiled proudly. While I wondered about it, I suddenly heard the sound of an opening door. Hello, is anyone home? What?
旅行に一緒に行くお友達ね。
It could be what? The deep, strong voice came from Grandpa's friend. It was just as they were expecting.
葵、わしらは行ってくるからな。
火の元には気をつけてね。じゃあ、あとはよろしくね。
Alright, see you later. Although I talked to my grandparents who were at the entrance. I wasn't sure.
むふふ。狐に包まれた顔をしてるね、青に。
Why do you say that?
驚いていても突っ込むのは冷静ね。青のそういうところがいいよね。
Okay, I honestly don't understand this sentence.
違った？つかむし、つもたし、あれ？
Yeah, that's how I feel. Anyway, can you tell the future?
まさか。
They heard, basically. I mean.
不思議がってるね。でも残念。そんな便利な能力はありません。
Better sense of hearing, yes. Well, are you clairvoyant and see people walking?
実はそうなの。私たちには今も青の服がスケスケなのよ。
What? Really? What? What?
うっそ。
I mean, come on. It's obvious. Does he not know?
びっくりした？
That's a lie. What a terrible joke to my heart. She was a bad fox. No.
だいたいそんな能力があったら ババ抜きなんかしたってつまらないでしょ。
Yeah, right, but could you tell me how you knew that someone would knock?
ほら、これだよ、青に。
What's the matter with your fox ears?
もう種明かししちゃうの？つまんないの？
Sure, twitched get fox ears as usual. Maybe there was a hidden secret. How dumb is he?
まあ、十分楽しんだし、いっか。あのね、私たちキツネって他の動物より耳がいいんだよ。
There we go. I see, is what he thought.
この家に向かって歩いてくる人がいたから足音で分かっちゃった。すごいでしょ。
Yeah, it's certainly great. Luckily, her ears were big. It was amazing because she could tell from the footsteps alone, unlike car engine noise. I was wondering if you could hear all the sounds of us living here in the house.
普段そんなに意識して聞いてるわけじゃないけど、集中すれば全部聞こえちゃうかもね。外の方がずっと聞き取りやすいけど。
I see. I wasn't sure if I envied her or not. I mean, not. I have a little bit of a better hearing, to be fair. Totally because I'm a lynx. And sometimes it really can drive you nuts. Unfortunately. Like, you know, in the younger days, I remember trying to study. And, you know, I could quite literally hear my father eating in the other room or being in the kitchen. And I couldn't concentrate because of that completely. Even at some point I was capable of telling what exactly he picked out from the fridge. That's how ridiculous it got, but yeah. Anyway, I wasn't sure if I envied her or not. The answer is you did not. For in some cases it definitely would be useful. In a certain sense, it's the same ability as having X-ray vision. Not really. That's not the same at all.
おじいさまとおばあさまがいないしね。静かだから青のことがすぐ分かっちゃうかも。
I don't understand you. Stop targeting me!
青に、ほら、早く引いて。
Okay. We waited for the night to come while talking about nothing in particular. It seemed my grandparents had really gone, and from that day it was just the three of us. Living together. I couldn't say at the time if living with them felt long or short. Probably short, but at least the time waiting for fireworks seemed long. Wait, did you close the... Especially for Shiro and Kon. That's it.
青に、まだ。
Mada. Not yet, after wheat.
さっきからかったから意地悪してるのね。青は意外と根に持つタイプみたい。
I do hold grudges, but not because of that, okay? Don't worry. You really want to do the fireworks so bad? The Fox group was confused. The two of them complained as if they had been waiting a long time. The three of us had just started living together, so it was a point of worry. Let's say quickly, it will be good timing to do fireworks when we're finished. Probably.
そんなに綺麗なの？
Yeah, you'll really like them if it's your first time, but we're using fire, so be careful.
その点は私は大丈夫ね。普段お料理もたくさんしてるし。
I hope so. While talking, I rushed through the dinner. Should have not rushed. It seemed like they were really looking forward to it, so I wanted them to enjoy it fully. That's why you should really wait for the dead of the night. Everyone ate a delicious dinner. We all cleaned up after that. It's not dark enough. Hey, let's do it. After getting ready, we were finally able to start the fireworks. I prepared water in a bucket. I also had candles. A large amount of fireworks that we received this morning were in front of the house. Actually, candles are a good solution to, you know, not use matches all the time. Everything was in order. Before we start, I need to say to you two beginners, you should not point fireworks at people. It's very dangerous.
じゃあそれぞれが背を向けながら遊ぶの？なんだか寂しい遊びなのね。変なの？
That would be a funny scene, but anyway, my point is to keep a safe distance. I explained to them how to do fireworks. It had been a long time since I did them myself. It would have been difficult to do them on the street in the city. Yeah, I mean, in Poland people don't really give a damn. And you know, you can drive and they will shoot basically next to you driving. Yeah, just literally next to the freaking road. Which is ridiculous. But well, people here are dumb. Especially rockets. That's exactly. Although it was the country, I thought again that it was a luxurious and extravagant environment. You know what's also terrible about Poland? People will not clean the mess they make. They will leave everything and it will be laying in the grass. Seriously. I just want to smack the crap out of the people like that. The used ones should go in the water bucket. Yes. It would be terrible if we started fire. Yes.
いろいろ決まりがあるのね。
It would be okay if you get used to it. And, well...
はじめに青兄がやってみせて。そうすればすぐわかると思うから。
That would be best. Seeing is believing. Rather than explaining it, it was better to show them. Well, let's start with this one. Look closely.
ワクワク。なんか緊張するね。いよいよなのね。
Don't expect too much. Anyway, just watch. I took a slender one from the bunch. It was a color changer and the most common in handheld fireworks sets. Here, take this. Move it close to the flame.
ワクワク。
Kira, Kira.
ドキドキ。
Or Doki Doki, yeah. Hold it to the flame a little. You see, it's beautiful. Take it like this and play. Oh, you have those. Okay. They weren't dots, making lively cracking sounds and burning out. The scattering sparks drew parabolic shapes. The color of the spark changed one by one, starting with white, next yellow, green, and finally pink. These are fun to do. The sound and the smell of smoke strangely invited nostalgia. Of course, summer is fireworks. I'm actually glad it's not a thing in Poland. That in summer as well, just for New Year's. While I was thinking about that, the fireworks burned down. Is it that easy? Why do you ask that? Whatever. Nobody here? Meanwhile, I was alone in the garden. They want to watch me do fireworks. Hey, where are you two?
ごめんね。ちょっとびっくりしちゃって。
What on earth are you doing there? They appeared from behind. Although they had looked forward to it, they now had teary eyes. Are you scared of the fireworks?
なんか音とか火が怖いよ。ガスコンロの火とは大違いね。ちょっと誤算だったわ。
The two of them were upset by the unfamiliar fireworks. Originally they were animals, so maybe they hated the fire. I mean, don't you hate the fire? The light and the sparks looked beautiful to humans, but for them it was scary. Anyway, didn't you think they were beautiful?
ちょっとはそう思ったけど、やっぱりまだ怖いよ。
Well, and we took the small guns.
慣れたら大丈夫だと思うんだけど。
Everyone should get used to everything. Anyway, another one. I prepared a different one. It's not like the one before, so I think it will be fine.
そうなの?
Yeah, maybe. Those small ones are called Suzuki fireworks, which burn to look like Japanese pampas grass. It was simple but deeply detailed. Here we go. Look! The tops into the flame like this. Got it? What do you think? Where are you both going? Soon after they were very surprised. Again, they suddenly went under the porch. I could understand that they couldn't instinctively accept the fireworks. Hey, come on!
だって確かに綺麗だと思うんだけど、体が勝手に。
Okay, I'll put it out. It was inside of the bucket. I'd expect them to be scared so quickly.
消えるとホッとするわね。
It seemed that they felt they were beautiful, so the problem was just getting used to it. But the very simple ones, very quiet, limited. Rockets and other large ones were out of the question. I wasn't sure about the snake fireworks, as it was too dark to see. There was a risk of the mouse fireworks causing a huge panic, so that left only one choice. Well, I want to leave this one for the final.
今度は何するの？青に近づいちゃダメよ。楽しいとか言ってるし、何か悪いこと考えてそう。
Hey! You're too suspicious. It was suspicious, but I wasn't doing anything bad. I wanted them to, firstly, get accustomed to fireworks. I took out the thin and small one. Look, this one is small and not scared to you, I think.
それも花火なの？
Yeah, it's a sparkler.
線香花火？
So let's quietly light it and watch. I brought close to the flame of the candle. There was a small explosive sound and it lit a little around there. How about this? A noise was made with a crackle and the sparks danced. It didn't produce a loud sound nor a lot of smoke. Even the sparks were cute. Hershey, you're okay, right?
これなら大丈夫かも。
How about Yukon?
そうね。さっきのよりは全然地味でおとなしいけど。
Both of them picked at the sparkler. The elegant light illuminated their faces. Although they were still worried, but it wasn't as bad as before. It would be alright. This one seems plain and quiet. It's probably the most popular one. Because it's the cheapest as well, right?
そうなの？
Yeah, there are lots of tips on how to handle them, and they are small and light, and
それに何？
now they are crackling. Then it gradually changes shape.
変わるってどんな風に？
How, you asked? You can see just by watching.
まさかびっくりする形にならないよね。いきなり大きな音がしたり。
No, not exactly. The sparkle will change appearance gradually within its short life. Even in any shape, the sparkler, which was making elegant sparks and sounds, was my favorite of them. Look, it has expanded!
へえ、綺麗。
The scared pair were now eager to watch. Similar to how the sparks scattering from their rounded tip gradually increased momentum. I was hoping they could enjoy the fireworks a little bit more. It would be a pity if they could enjoy this pleasure.
また静かになってきた。これ、もうすぐ消えちゃうの？
I know you probably think so, but actually it still has a lot of life left. The crackling sparks turned to a small dazzling array. It hung down like the leaf of a willow, its fragility was accentuated.
すごいね。 仕組みになってるんだろう。
Well, I don't know the science behind it.
私これが一番好きかも。しとしとって音がすごくかわいい。かわいいね。
Look, it's still changing its letters up a little bit before suddenly disappearing completely. It seemed that the sparkler drew their attention much more than the previous fireworks. Good job, Sparkler.
消えちゃうの？なんだかもったいないな。
So we should try to make it last. This is the best part of the sparkler.
青、頑張って。
Oh, leave it to me. Even if I said that I actually wasn't confident. Even if I do my best, it disappears when it disappears. I want them to enjoy it for as long as possible, so I kept my hand absolutely steady.
ああ、何にも出なくなってきちゃった。青ったらダメじゃない。消えちゃいそうだよ。
Don't worry about it, that's the nature of fireworks. Anyway, we still have plenty more.
なら、もう一回線香花火やってみせて。もうちょっとこうして見てみたい。
Okay. They really were troublesome fox carols. I didn't expect that it would be so difficult for them to have fun with fireworks. So, do you want to try them next?
私を見てるだけでいい。
Of course.
青、ほらもう一回。
If it's fun for you, then sure.
十分楽しいよ。花火は見て楽しむものなんでしょ？
Yeah. Not only from their words, but also by the expressions on their faces, I could tell they enjoyed the experience from the bottom of their hearts. Shiro and Kon asked me many times to do the sparklers. I also enjoyed doing them a lot of times. Later, they seem to have gotten used to it. Even when I did some other fireworks, they didn't run away. By the way, why are you two standing so close to me?
こうしてると怖くないから。
Ah.
そうね。これならどんな花火でも大丈夫みたい。
Oh, I got it. Even in the nighttime, I was very hot. However, this seemed to be a good way to enjoy them. Even with them watching from behind me, it was a major progress. I decided to tell myself that anyway. Here we go. Okay, let's do a rocket next.
いいよ。これが花火の醍醐味なのね。きっと怖くてドキドキするのが人間は癖になるのよ。
Sure. Or because they like to be annoying. Absolutely not. Her words exposed her misunderstanding about this test of bravery. Anyway, we enjoyed the last moments of the fireworks, and the summer night was drawing to a close.
これでだいたい片付け終わったかな。
Yeah, maybe. After enjoying the fireworks, it had become very late. Even though there were places that we missed cleaning up, it was dark so we couldn't see. We'll get dressed in the daylight, it's too late.
なんだかすごく眠くなってきちゃった。私も今日の夜はよく眠れそう。
Me too.
みんなもう寝ましょう。青は明日も仕事があるんでしょ？
Yeah, Grandma asked me to. I mean, Grandpa asked me to.
お仕事はしばらくお休みじゃないの？
I had it today! No way, even though he isn't here, I have to take care of the things.
つまんないの。青と遊び倒そうって当てが外れて残念みたいね。
Yeah, I'm also disappointed about trying to understand Shiro.
でも、ジーヤが遊んでるのに、青兄と私は山でお仕事なの？
You killed my motivation to work right now. When I heard that, I felt it was just Shiro's selfishness. But it made sense too.
間を取ってほどほどにお仕事すればいいじゃない。
You did for, I mean, normally Grandpa would be like every single day on his own, right? Yeah, right. Grandpa won't be yelling at us either.
明日からもたくさん遊ぼうね。
Let him have some vacation as well. Okay. Even if my grandparents had been there, the workload wouldn't have changed. Maintain the mountain and play with Shiro. Go back home, talk with Con, and eat the dinner.
お風呂入るでしょ沸かしておくね
Oh yeah, I will, thank you.
私も服が煙たいから着替えて寝ようっと
I want to take a bath and go to bed. It seemed that I would be able to sleep well, as I had a lot of fun that day. After my bath, I didn't see anyone in the living room. Maybe they changed their shrine robes, which stank of smoke from the fireworks. Or were they sleeping? Well, either way. Sitting in the quiet living room, I then lay down and stretch out. It was very quiet. In recent days, I seldom had time to myself like that in the house. The house was always bustling. Before I arrived, I didn't imagine it was going to be that way. That was not a yawn. As soon as I lay down, the sleepiness overpowered me. Let's go back to my room. Even though I thought so, it was difficult to move. Well, it's fine to stay here, I guess. I felt good from the cool night wind. A cushion on the tatami floor was good enough for me. I might get chilled while sleeping. Even if I thought so, I couldn't resist falling asleep after doing the fireworks. I closed my eyes. Then the consciousness disappeared quickly. I fell asleep with the pleasant feeling of being tired. Achoo! How long had I been asleep? Somewhat strangely, I suddenly sneezed. Because I slept without wearing anything, so I may have gotten cold. I didn't feel too cold though. I thought I should go back to my room and sleep properly. I slowly opened my heavy eyelids. Huh? When I woke up, there was a large fox here over my eye. She was sleeping and holding on to me. I wasn't sure when she had changed her clothes. Anyway, she slept here for some reason. Was that the reason I sneezed? Con too? Another possible reason here. They slept on either side of me. I felt strangely warm from the two of them. Actually, it was rather hot. I was locked in between them. I couldn't move at all. I thought about going back to my room, but I couldn't get up. Of course, I could have done it if I hadn't put my mind to it, but it wasn't because I was with the two sleeping girls, okay? It was. They slept very well, so I didn't want to wake them up. With the gentle tickling of the fox here, I decided to stay put. When I stroked it, I was strangely distracted from feeling hot. It was a good thing that my grandparents were gone. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't care. Come on. Con said herself that she got a permission to sleep with you in the one bed. It wouldn't be a problem here. It would be awkward if they had seen us like that. Okay, it would be maybe awkward, but still, they don't care. They had said that they were traveling for a week. Moving on in my eyes, I checked the calendar for the date of their return. At the same time, I noticed that my summer vacation was already half over. It had only been 2 weeks. Or should I say, it had already been 2 weeks. I thought that I had changed a lot during that short period of time. I had thought that country life was inconvenient. I wasn't interested in mountains and rivers. Honestly, I hadn't wanted to help Grandpa with the work. But now I thought that it's not bad. Not bad in a negative way. I love this life here. The house, the mountains, Grandma, Grandpa, and maybe that was not planned. Achoo!
にして。
And then there were those girls. Due to my sneezing, I had forgotten what I was thinking about. Their fox ears twitched seemingly to disrupt my thinking. I didn't know the reason why. I was very curious about them that day. I also didn't know why my hands naturally stretched out to softly touch Shiro's fox ears. Softly touch Kon's fox ears. Okay, this is the very crucial choice. We have to save the game.
セーブするの？
Yes!
セーブしたよ。
I'm gonna say Kon. What? I don't know why, but I stretched my hand to Kon's fox ears. The floor was beautiful and felt strangely calm by touching it. I wondered if she groomed them every day. Foxgirl Kon was of the age that she probably did. Calm down! While thinking about those things, I kept fondling her ears, then ears. I thought her face flushed a little. The sounds of her sleep were rougher than before. It's the ears. She turned towards me and held me tightly. This is a Foxgirl's weak spot, yes. But I felt she didn't dislike it. Rather, she seemed to have been comfortable, so I kept stroking her ears. I continued to watch for a while, then released when I was satisfied. She silently went back to sleep. What was that? I didn't know, but I couldn't help thinking about things that I didn't know. When I came to the conclusion, I started falling asleep again. At least, in that state, I wouldn't be surprised in the morning, as I typically was. Kon, good night.
おやすみ。
She didn't sleep. Probably. She slept well, but replied to me properly. Just by watching her, I fell asleep. With an unusually calm feeling. And at this moment, we actually end the episode. Yes, I kinda record this in 2 parts because I thought it was the end, it wasn't, and so on. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.